Right, so first of all, rest in peace to the GOAT, Toriyama. But we have some positive and exciting news about Dragon Ball Super and its future to discuss, so let's waste no time and get right into it. Now, as fans saw with the most recent volume cover, a lot of people were speculating, where do we go from here? Is the manga canceled? Is there more to look forward to? And with the official release, we have brand new art by Toyotaro to show, and there was an excerpt at the end of the manga volume where we actually get some brand new information about upcoming manga chapters, upcoming manga arcs, such as Black Frieza, and more to look forward to. Even some insight into past arcs in the manga. So let's get right into it. Now, before we even go too far into, the future of the manga, we have to discuss and look at this beautiful tribute illustration that Toyotaro made for Toriyama. And this looks incredible, I can't lie. So many characters are included, characters that I didn't even expect. And I don't know, it just looks gorgeous. Toyotaro's art style is perfect for the future of Dragon Ball, and I'm glad it's in his hands. Now that we got into that, let's next go on to some more illustrations from the manga. We have one of Adele, we have some OG Dragon Ball, and we do have a few more after that. These are all some great, nice illustrations, very nice. The soul is seeping out of these drawings. They look incredible. Now that we saw these illustrations, let's get some insight on some past arcs in the Dragon Ball Super manga. One in specific being the Saiyaman X arc, which was the arc that included Goten, Trunks, and Mai. It's kind of like a parallel to the Majin Buu arc with Gohan in high school. That's how it felt to me. It was more slice of lifey, and I really liked it. I really did like it. And thanks to Toyotaro's note, we actually find out that this was something that Toriyama did write himself, and he left it up to Toyotaro if it was to be included or not. Toriyama had no idea if it would be included. And Toyotaro did say he struggled to find a point to put it in and thought that the idea would have to just be abandoned. But thankfully, he was able to do it in a one-shot and include it in the manga. I'm so glad this got included. I know some people had their opinions on it. They might not like it as much. They thought it was too long. They didn't really like the slice of life Dragon Ball aspect. I, for one, really love this arc. I loved it. And I kind of wished it was longer, honestly. So I'm glad that got to be included. I'd love to see it animated as well, but, most likely, it may not be animated. It depends on how it depends. We don't know much about the anime. We just know the manga is for sure coming back. And on that note, let's talk about it. Yup, it's coming back. It's all but confirmed. Not only is it confirmed with, the way the actual volume cover looks, it indicates that this is not the last volume. We did get Toyotaro stating before on the previous translation, stay tuned for what is next. So yes, all Dragon Ball Super fans, Dragon Ball fans period, the manga is not done. We are getting more. I'm so excited. We can, obviously we know the Black Frieza arc is next, but who knows how far this could really go. Will we see Super Saiyan 4? Probably not. I'll just get that out the way. We probably will not see Super Saiyan 4. Unless Broly gets it. That is my one prediction. Comment down below. What do you want to see in the future of Dragon Ball Super? Do you want to see, maybe Broly having access to Super Saiyan 4? Do you want like a universe war arc with more universes being tied back into the story? Definitely comment down below what you are excited for in the future and what you want to see. But regardless, it's coming back and I cannot wait to see what we get next. I'm very excited and I'm so thankful that Toyotaro has the reins of the Dragon Ball series. Who better? I think he will really live up to Toriyama's legacy. But, we will have to wait and see. Now, comment down below, like and sub, and, share this with your friends. Dragon Ball Super is officially back. It's not over. Maybe give it 2 months, I think, is when we can expect the next chapter. But, it might take a little bit longer. The anime, on the other hand, we will see. I'm assuming, with the manga returning, we will get the Moro arc animated eventually. But, yes, like and sub, and I'm out!